Mother-in-law calls my husband babe.
Oh my god.
I shall henceforth call you stud. I am you married to your mom in that case. This needs to stop. In your face, hating you. It's best that way.
I'll do it wrong anyway. You're gonna complain anyways.
Welcome to Latinas Unmasked. Welcome, guys. Welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Suleika, and today with me is someone very special, as you might have already seen.
I'm Taylor. Hi, guys. I'm happy to be here.
Yes. Hi, Taylor.
Hi.
So, Taylor is, just as Cara, also one of my best friends. We've known each other also since 8 years. We've all known each other from the School of Economy of Switzerland. So, fits the place we're in right now. You know, you study economy and then you go into drama stories.
Makes sense.
You need it. And Taylor is an amazing dancer, an amazing friend, a bartender, a certified bartender, right? Mm-hmm. Tell the people a bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm half American, half Swiss. So we have that 50-50 theme going on.
Yes, multicultural.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I love dogs.
Yes.
If you love dogs,
yeah.
we should click.
Two
we should
super
click.
cute dogs. Oh my goodness. And just because I think that's an interesting fact about you, you might not think it's an interesting fact about you, but you're a twin.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yes, I'm a twin.
I have to say.
I'm a twin. Yes, I'm the younger one, 1 minute younger, and she will mention it every time she can. She is 1 minute older. She is 1 minute older. Did everyone hear it?
1 minute.
Yeah.
Can we just have it written down? 1 minute older.
Yeah, just write it down.
How is it to be in someone's shadow all your life long?
Oh, God. That's so nice. It's great.
Great.
No, we have a great relationship, honestly.
That's
amazing. It's perfect. She's my best friend. And
so is it truly, I mean, I know you for a long time, but still, is it really like, you know, how everyone always says that you're, as twins, you just have this inseparable bond? Like,
it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very cliche, but it's true. And I mean, obviously, I don't know what she's thinking 24/7.
Yeah, but I mean,
we have a bond. Yeah. It's just inexplicable. I don't know.
Really special bond. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's so amazing. You know, maybe one day in the future we can have both of you here. Who knows? And then we can see if you have the same opinions about drama.
Probably not. I highly doubt it.
Oh, but it's so nice to have you here.
Thank
and
you.
I'm so excited. So, are you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Good. Amazing. So the theme for today, which I actually let you choose. So if it's a bad theme, the blame is on her. No, I'm kidding. Okay, no, but you chose the theme. These people give me the ick. And you said you love to talk about icks.
Oh, yes, I do.
Any particular ick you have that you...
The list is so long, honestly. I'm kidding. I'm not that picky. I'm not that complicated. But there are some things, you know, that I'm like...
One example? Do you have one on top of your mind?
Oh, my goodness. Do I? Oh, I have to make sure I'm not, like, saying anything to my, like, male colleagues that have those particular hobbies.
Oh!
Let's think. Oh my goodness.
My mind is going everywhere.
I am on the spot right now. Hold on. Ooh, yes. I would say if you have an obsession over cats, then...
She offended every cat lover right now watching.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One of them being our friend.
Whoops. Sorry.
So Nora, if you're watching this...
No. No. It's for me personally, if it's a girl, it's not that bad. But if it's a guy who like obsesses over his like cat, he's like, oh my God. And he adds this baby voice. I don't know, man. I don't know.
But if a guy does the same with a dog, then it's...
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That is the energy I need. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Lucky that you're not single, because in case, if you would have been single, I would have said, if anyone wants to date her, but you
After
need to love dogs.
Yeah.
If you don't love dogs, don't even try.
No.
But anyway, never mind, because she has an awesome boyfriend, so go away.
Go away.
No, don't. I see you, okay?
Oh
Good. Okay. So now that we also, know about your ick and know about your relationship status, let's go into the story and see if those people give us the ick or maybe not. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Just to ask, are you familiar with how Reddit works and everything?
Yeah.
Somehow, okay.
Yeah.
So, do you want to give me do you want that I give you an explanation over the subreddit rules, or?
Yeah, sure. Let's hear 'em.
Good. So, our first story is actually drawn from the subreddit Mothers-in-law from Hell. I don't think I have to give much explanation, just to say that not always, the stories there aren't always posted directly there. Sometimes they're drawn from somewhere and reposted there. I think in this case it's directly posted. So, I think the subreddit says it all. Well, we're gonna see. Okay, the title of our first story, and it was actually posted 3 months ago, so rather new, is Mother-in-law calls my husband babe.
This has to be a joke. Go on, please.
I'm already disgusted.
Oh my God.
You. Just to clarify, she's calling her own son babe. Just in case you didn't get the connection. Okay, let's see. Every time we are at my mother-in-law's, I feel like there's competition between her and I. Sorry. She makes sure to call him babe when we are around her, and that makes me uncomfortable because that's what I call my husband.
That's so weird.
That's so fucked up. Ew.
Oh my God.
For my baby shower, she made it all about her talking over me when I was opening gifts, and every gift from her said, "Daddy is the best." Or, "Daddy's little girl," which is cute, but there was nothing for me. I shrugged it off. On Mother's Day, she made sure to spell my name wrong on my card. That's so petty. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm overthinking the whole situation, but deep down, I feel like she low-key hates me. Low-key?
That is not low-key. That is anything but low-key. That is high-key. Oh my
That
God.
is in your face hating you.
Yeah.
And not just hating you, enmeshment is going on here. She's calling her son babe. Why is the son not disgusted?
That's what I wanted to ask. Does he find that amusing? Why doesn't he set boundaries?
Why isn't he like, Mom, why are you calling me like my wife is calling me? Like, stop it. That is disturbing.
And what about the husband? Is the dad in the picture? Is the husband?
So mother-in-law's husband?
Yeah.
No mention of him, so we don't know.
Okay.
I guess not, because then I would also be like, why are you not uncomfortable? Everyone should be uncomfortable in this one here.
That's so crazy.
What? Ew. Imagine calling your boyfriend or your husband honey or something like that, and then mother-in-law also, honey. Ew. It's just...
Why is she in competition? That is...
I get it when she would call him baby. My baby, hi, as a mom to her son, like, it's still a little
weird, but it's like,
I would get that, especially I think in Latin community, my mom still calls me sometimes my baby, things like that. Okay, I get that. I get that if it's my baby. But babe, especially if she calls him like that, ugh. Ew.
That is, do we know anything about their ages? Like, are they married?
No mentions of age or anything. I can look in the comments. I think she did not write anything about it.
So this grown woman calls her grown son babe in front of...
they have a kid together. Yeah.
Ugh.
And then also, you know about the Loki hating her, like having gifts that say daddy's the best or daddy's little girl is like, it's cute, but
there's no denying that is like probably one of the biggest icks ever. A good relationship with your family is one thing.
I'm sorry, I know gifts, giving gifts is not all, but this woman is carrying this child and you're just ignoring her on the baby shower like she's just some,
But it's crazy how many mothers feel intimidated by their son's wife.
Yes, it's disgusting, honestly.
It's weird.
That's what I mean with enmeshment, this concept of the mother having his son like their partner and then feeling threatened by the new wife. Like, you're not dating. This is your son.
But the son clearly has issues too. If he can just like, if he.
Why did he never tell her to not f off? But
I
mean,
was gonna say,
should I say that? But at least keep the boundaries of don't call me like that. I'm
Seriously.
uncomfortable. I'm really asking myself, I think the boundary between mom and son really never existed probably. So, but this is such a recurring theme where, yeah, moms with their sons.
but you never see it different. It's never like fathers and their daughters. It's always mothers and sons. I wonder if there's like any psychological kind of reasoning behind that.
I think I've read something about it, but I'm not a professional or anything, so don't come after me if I'm wrong. But I think what happens very often is that the mom doesn't feel like the connection she should have gotten from her husband or, that is love. So she kind of implies it on the son and wants to get it from the son, this unconditional love and being treated right by him and being, how many moms are then like, oh yes, he's such a good guy, he's perfect, he does all this thing for women and everything, in a way that doesn't, where it's just a compliment, but it feels as if she would be the girlfriend and in love in a way. So when the woman comes and he goes away from her, that's where she feels the anxiety of, being lonely and not having her partner again, which is disgusting.
That's so pathetic. I mean, it's sad, but it's pathetic. A little.
It's yeah.
But as a wife or whoever.
I feel so bad for her. She's even
Are
questioning.
they married? They're married, right?
Yeah, they're married. They have a baby together, and I feel so sad for her because she's even questioning if she's overthinking. That she's
She's probably brainwashed into thinking that's normal.
Oh God, it's not.
It's not.
Run, run. Yeah,
That's why they're married already. Like it's a she made a commitment. But I'm wondering if that, like those signs in the beginning, they should have like kind of raised some.
That's the thing. I mean, she did right every time they are with the mother-in-law. It feels like a competition between them.
I could never do that.
But yeah, I couldn't also. I mean, especially if the husband doesn't step up. That's the thing. I mean, I wouldn't.
That would probably bother me more.
Yeah, that's the thing.
God.
I mean, you can change the mother-in-law in the situation, but if your husband doesn't step up for you, and it's always it's his family, it's his duty to protect you in a way, from his family. It's
and then
like,
he probably
step
chooses
up.
his mother over her.
Oh my
100%.
That's
100%.
an ick for me, honestly.
Ooh,
honestly.
Well, obviously, it always depends what it is about. Like, if the girlfriend is like, "Oh my God, I don't want you seeing any other girls," and the mom is like, "Be for real," then as a son, I'd be like, "Yeah, be for real."
An ick for me are those stories where it's really ridiculous. I've read or heard, I think, I'm not sure anymore, a Reddit story where the husband wanted his mom to be in the delivery room when his wife was giving birth. And she said, I don't want that. And he was angry because then my mom will be disappointed and she's sad because she really wants that. And it's disgusting. I'm like,
What?
Yes.
So he favors her well-being over his wife's Oh,
yeah,
God.
I mean,
no, thank you.
It's literally the most intimate part. It's
You don't want
really
your...
you don't want anyone.
It's the woman's choice essentially. If she
Yeah,
if she
and
has
he
a great
even
bond.
he was even angry that even the doctor was on her side, but was still asking Reddit if he's the asshole here. And it's like, you are,
Oh my goodness, those poor people in those relationships.
I'm just,
my God, my God.
Really, people like that give me the ick because it's like, were you brainwashed? Like heavy brainwashed?
Yeah. Oh God, I could never.
Why aren't you married to your mom in that case? Seriously.
Seriously.
That's like,
She probably did not, or she did not sign up for this competition. Like,
but let's see what the comments say. So
hopefully they agree with us.
top comment is DH. Sometimes they have those short words where I'm like, I don't know what they're trying. Oh, I think it's dear husband. It just came to my mind again. Sorry. I'm still trying to figure it out. I think it's dear husband. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pick a new pet name. Your mom is calling you babe too, and it's giving me the ick. I mean, you are her baby and all, but it really turns me off. That's the advice from the first comment. It's like, yeah, that's kind of the bare minimum that needs to happen here. I mean, the husband still needs to step it up. But at least I think that I would naturally change the nickname because it would feel so weird.
My question is, though, is this a thing that the mom did before the woman came into or is it like something new? What if
I
she's
would
doing
like
it
to know that too. But honestly, can you imagine if you would meet a guy and then you're at his mom and you're just dating and his mom would call him baby? Oh no, not baby, but babe. Hey babe.
That is
I would be
weird.
running out the door. I would be like,
that's
no.
weird. There's no way someone would agree with the son or with the mom. There's
And
no way.
I don't think that she has been doing that before because I feel like I don't know.
That's so childish.
Yeah. But I would
my
change the
goodness.
name too. I mean, if it would have been if you would have called him a special name, like, the way I do with with my husband, calling really weird but funny names, then I kind of get that you may call someone else like that too. For example, he calls me Candle, which has a huge backstory behind that. So I'm not offended then, or it's not weird when anyone else calls me like that, because then my sister and everyone calls me that too, because it kind of became a new name in sort of way. But babe is so specific.
Yeah.
It's so attached to romantic. It's just calling your, it's like calling your dad daddy in a way.
I know. Like as a child, it's cute and all, but when you're like in your 20s, you're like, daddy. It's like, yeah.
I had the singing auditions today, and I sang Poor Unfortunate Souls, and I actually wanted to sing the last part, and I took the phrase where she says, fine then, forget about the world above and go back home to daddy. And I swear to God, I tried and tried. I never managed to not say it sexually. To go back home to daddy. I was like,
it's not possible. It just always sounds a little bit,
it's just, ew. And it's from a kid's movie, and I was like, I can never.
But it would be so problematic if you just switch the roles, and if it's a dad calling his daughter like babe, that would be even more like messed up. Don't you think?
Oh my goodness, I'm just imagining it.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yeah, imagine your dad
Exactly.
calling in front of your boyfriend, calling you, hey babe. Right? That would be even more. Oh my goodness. I just had to visualize it, and it's
She
like,
just had to take a moment. She was like,
I was like, oh.
that's crazy.
It would feel so predatory, like straight away. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it does here
100%.
too, but it's just, But let's see the next comment quickly.
Yeah.
Someone also writes a phrase that she should have said, and she said, I shall henceforth call you stud when we are around her, so she understands you are putting babies in my womb and not hers. That's so funny. Imagine.
That's a good one though.
And someone else replied to that, lover would be my new go-to. How is she going to explain her way out of that one? Even babe is creepy and incestuous. It is, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
So people make really fun of what she should have reacted to, but
I mean, in her position,
yeah.
I wonder if she spoke to the mom and said, "Hey, that made me really uncomfortable." Or
That's what I actually I would have loved to have more info. I wanted to know if she ever talked to her husband about this or to the mother-in-law. But honestly, I want to know more if she ever talked to her husband about this.
100%. And if the husband then doesn't choose to react,
yeah, because maybe, just maybe, he feels it's awkward and told her several times off, and she's continuing and he's trying to ignore it, which is still not the best method in this case. But maybe he is on her side and it's just like, let it go, which is still shitty of him, honestly, but at least not as disturbing.
Yeah, we don't know though, right?
But I would have loved to know. But we don't have actually as much comments to the story itself. Oh, okay. Someone wrote, LOL. Sounds like a lot of stories from here, so I would not be surprised if she did it on purpose. It took us 9 years to admit that mother-in-law's law is nasty with me on purpose. Just one example why. She kept calling herself mother to my baby.
I'm done. Can I go?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
And after that, corrected herself to or grandma or what I am. Basically always maintaining plausible deniability. That's so weird. Okay, second ick I have. All thanks to Reddit. It's just mother-in-laws that when their child has a baby feel so, entitled to this baby.
That is disrespectful at that point.
No, it's just so weird to me. Thinking that you can call yourself mom of this baby that you've never born, that is your grandchild. It's like disturbing.
It is. Those people are sick.
Yes. So Therefore, it is hard to catch if it's intentional or not.
Oh.
Well, but still, I mean, the one comment would be like, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, did the baby come out of you, and are you nursing it and everything? I mean, no. But I also heard stories about, mother-in-laws trying to nurse the baby when it was crying, even though they had no milk supply. And I'm like, no one is fucking nursing my baby except for me. I mean, with the bottle of my husband and everything. But
the audacity. It's not the audacity of some mother-in-laws.
Even just having the idea in your mind. I mean,
but it's just, I'm just curious. Like, is it hatred towards the girlfriend? Like, what's the motive here? What is it? What is it?
Well, depends. Do you mean now the baby story?
Anything that we're talking about?
Probably also, missing this time and wanting to do it again, and maybe not being happy of the outcome or whatever, I guess. Just having the form of being able to compensate to do it again,
It's just, as a mother-in-law, you need to know your place. You really need to know your place.
For the next generation, be better. I mean, for real. I mean, our generation too, when you have kids, we need to be better. We need to be so much better. But, well, okay, continuing. Well, she lived with us for 2 months and still called herself mother, but mostly in front of me, not my husband. Oh, that's...
Okay, then it's clear.
Next to the other nasty things, you can piece it together. And why does she all of those nasty things? To replace the wife and mother and show her who is in charge in husband's life. Icky. Calling him babe and minimizing the mother sounds a lot like this. Anyway, from what you write, I am 99% it is intentional and she tries to get under your skin. Yes, actually the first comment that I was actually helpful to this person, so...
But what would you do if you were that person? Like, what's the first thing you would do? Obviously approach your husband, right?
Yeah. And I wouldn't even wait a second. I would be like, why the are you okay with this?
Like, that's the first question. But then you go to your husband, you're like, hey... Bit weird.
Yeah, and then okay, let's say that he's like, okay, I think she just means well. It's.
I think most men would be that stupid to just be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
she just means well, and the woman, she's like, no, like I know.
I would draw hard boundaries. No, and that's
sure.
the thing I often do. It's just hard boundaries. It's like, no, I don't feel comfortable with that. So. Okay, maybe she won't change, but you need to communicate that this is not okay, or I'm gonna change. If it would be just the calling him babe, I would talk to my husband and be like, I feel not comfortable. This is super weird. Yeah. Talk to her. This needs to stop. But I'm also going to change the name I'm calling you because this is now ruined forever for me.
Fair.
Could you ever go back to calling your husband babe after hearing his mom calling him babe? Could you ever just get that picture out of your head?
Every time you're like, babe, you're like...
His mom. Ew.
But what would you do then? Like, just come up with another name? Like, then she wins. You know what I mean?
In a way,
she wins the battle.
Yeah. But, in the end, I mean, it's about more than just the name. It's about her whole attitude. And I think
exactly.
Here the point is just, it's not... in my opinion, it's not your battle. It's your husband's battle.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is... your husband, you married him, you chose him, you didn't choose you in a way chose his family too,
but they come, like, you can't really do anything
his family is his baggage as your family is your baggage, right. And it's for him to deal with the situation and making you not uncomfortable as his new family. Yes. And that doesn't mean that you cannot go to your mother-in-law and also say, look, sorry, I don't like that, but in the end it's their dynamic happening here that needs to be changed.
Exactly. Yeah. That is, oh God.
Yeah.
I would not know what to do in that situation. Seriously.
I think you would. I think you would do, you would also be
I have a hard time setting boundaries. That is a weakness of mine. I do have a hard time setting boundaries.
Well, I had to.
And especially approaching her and saying, hey, you know what? This and this makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Honestly, that would be me. I also would have had a hard time approaching her because I would feel like not in the right place. Exactly. But it's also that, I mean, in the end... I mean, don't know their history, but in most cases, you don't know your mother-in-law that well. No. Even if you are best friends, you still don't know her that well as her family because you still only knew that person through this connection. Right. So I also wouldn't feel as secure. And I'm not the type of person to just go to someone and be like, hey, this is my issue with you. And, we're not kind of acquainted.
Yeah.
So I would take my husband and be like, this needs to stop.
Good strategy.
Right now.
Yeah, no, you gotta. That is weird.
Did you just switch to Swiss German for a second? Oh, no. Sorry. I don't know.
I said you gotta.
Oh, okay.
I was
It
like,
just sounded so Swiss German. I just heard a voice, a sound that was...
Did I?
If it would have been okay.
Okay, that's good.
But, okay, good. Yeah, it was already an icky start.
That was a good start, honestly.
Great.
Let's see what
Are
comes
you
next.
ready to continue to the
Yes.
next story?
Hit
Good.
me.
I just need to take a sip first. Talking about icks, maybe someone have an ick, an auditory ick, like...
Oh, there are a lot of people that struggle with that, like those issues where if you hear someone chew or hear someone drink.
No, I have a
don't
lot of
that.
sensory issues. I hate when someone is loud. Like, seriously, loud
Really?
noises. Like, in the club and things like that, it's okay. But if someone just starts to be super loud, I'm just like, stop it. It's just my ears are so
Really?
sensitive. Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. I don't really have that many sensory issues.
Oh, I do.
My mom,
feel like-
that's funny. Mom, if you're watching, sorry, I'm exposing you. But she hates when you eat a mango,
Yeah.
the seed of the mango.
Yeah.
Like I was cutting myself a mango and I was taking the seed and I was trying to get the meat off of the stone. She was like, T, can you please do it in the kitchen? I can't see it.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. And I was cutting and she was just like, just thinking about it gives me the goosebumps. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. She hates the stone for whatever reason.
I have things like I have a lot of, I don't know how it's called, it's those pattern issues. You know when you have certain patterns when you see them?
Yeah.
And they just give you like
Is it like the
cold
there's a fear.
Yeah,
There's a phobia.
there's a name for that, but I always forget
the one
it.
with the holes?
Yeah, it's just there are many.
No
When I
way.
see those, when I see those things, it just gives me so much uncomfortable. I'm just
Really?
so uncomfortable.
Nah,
It's
chill.
just cold water running down my spine. Like, oh my goodness, don't. It's just But yeah, let's get to the story. So our next story is from the subreddit Am I the Asshole? It has 6.8k upvotes. Sorry, which normally means it's rather popular.
Okay.
Sometimes in last episodes we did realize it doesn't always mean that it's a good story, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. Posted 9 months ago, so quite a while. And the title is Am I the Asshole for telling my wife I'm bad grammar in here. I'm
Okay. Right.
Okay, am I the asshole for telling my wife that I'm mad that she didn't let me have my friends over? Okay.
Okay.
I've
We
got
need
it
a
now.
bit more context here.
Yeah. So, the story. Last Saturday, I went over to a friend's house to hang out with the guys. My wife, who gave birth to our son 6 weeks ago, also had her friends over to our house. So I finished up at the gym, head over there and sit down to play some games. After playing for about 30 minutes, my wife calls me, her friend is gone now, and asks if I can come home because a bump on her skin has gotten more painful and she doesn't want to be taking care of the baby alone when it's painful for her to stand and walk at this point. Previously, it only hurt while she was sitting. Obviously, I'm disappointed that I have to leave, but it is what it is. So I get up and tell my friends who gave me a ride over that I need him to give me a ride home. Everyone is confused and upset that I'm leaving, especially since now they're going to be short a person for their game. On the ride home, I call my wife and suggest that I just bring my friends over to my house instead. That way I can help with the baby whenever she needs me to, and I still get to hang out with my friends whenever I'm not needed by her. I really need to contain myself. Okay. She says that she doesn't want people over and we hang up. At this point, I'm mad. You're mad? I'm mad.
I'm so okay.
Okay. After I get home, I lay down next to her. 15 minutes of silence. She obviously doesn't need me at the moment. I finally ask myself out loud, what am I gonna do for the rest of the day? She immediately starts crying and saying, are you seriously mad right now? I tell her yes. I'm not mad that she wanted me home, but I'm mad that she won't let me have my friends over when in my mind it makes no difference to her. They'll be out in the living room the whole time. It's not like she's going to be leaving the bedroom anyways, since it hurts for her to walk. She has no reason in the first place when I'll be in the house and will be available and I will be available at her beck and call. She says my priorities are all wrong. I tell her that she comes before my friends, but that I don't see why I can't be there for her when she needs help, but then also be able to go out in the living room to see my friends when she doesn't. That way we're both happy, right? Sorry. She gets all the help she needs, and my Saturday plans that I've been looking forward to all week aren't spoiled. She says I don't get it and that she needs moral support and I won't be able to provide that if my friends are over. I don't understand this because I know that for a fact that if I came home and just hung out playing games in the living room when not actively helping her, that she would be fine with that. She even admitted this was true. After we argued, she took an ibuprofen and felt no pain at all until the next day. Please don't leave negative comments about my wife being a baby or anything. I'm not here to make her look bad or bash her.
Wait. What did he say?
Please don't leave negative comments about my wife being a baby or anything. I'm not here to make her look bad or to bash her. I love and care about her a lot. I just need to know if I was being a jerk or not. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Where do we... Okay, this is a lot.
Yeah.
I gotta collect my thoughts
I'm sorry,
here.
the last comment just makes it even better.
Oh my God, please. I want to hear what you have to say.
One comment.
Oh.
Honey, we're not about to bash your wife. We're about to bash you.
You don't gotta worry about your wife.
No, don't worry. No one is going to bash her. You know what? Because you're the asshole here.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I hope you agree, but...
Yes, of course I do.
What?
Okay. Let's start from the beginning.
Let's rewind.
So she's in pain. She wants her husband to come home. He's all fussy about it, but he eventually does come home. And then when he gets home, he was like, okay, she's fine. Why can't my friends come over? She's not going to leave the bedroom anyway. And then he gets mad because she says no.
No, he didn't even get home and see if she's fine on the way because his friends were all, oh, dude, why do you have to go? He was like, well, they could have come to my home and we could continue gaming like 14-year-olds.
I can just see it. He's going to be on the couch with his friends and his wife is going to be like, what's his name? Steve? I don't know.
We don't know.
It's okay.
Let's
It's
call him
anonymous.
Steve.
Like, yeah, let's say Steve. Steve, I need some whatever. And he's like, yeah, babe, I'll be there in a minute.
Just need to win this game. I can't come right now.
Yeah, babe, I can't pause right now. Oh my God.
And then,
no.
I can imagine the baby crying and he like, babe, the baby's crying. Can someone please?
Oh my God. No, of course not. What the hell? If your wife is in bed, she's in pain, she has this bump. Was it the baby bump? What bump was it?
I mean, I don't know.
No, the baby was born 6 weeks prior.
Yeah, I am.
She's
wait,
in
let me
pain.
see again. Because a bump on her skin. She has a bump on her skin that she got
so it's not
that
the
got more
baby.
painful. But I think it is somewhere around because she got a baby 6 weeks ago and still not fully
6
recovered.
weeks is really fresh.
6 weeks is nothing. You're not even allowed to have sex or anything 6 weeks after because you're still so hurting. You're still having to recover. And I mean, based from what I hear from other people, from my mom and people I follow, 6 weeks after you had a baby, you're not in your best, moment.
I don't like host a party at your place, and then
she hasn't probably showered in weeks because it's painful for even her to stand and walk. She hasn't probably showered. She hasn't slept enough because she has a baby to take care of, and doesn't feel her best, is in pain, and you want to bring your friends over. It's gonna be loud,
right?
What about her freedom? What about her comfort?
I know. I swear to God, I feel like, and especially again, the audacity. But like, I am at a loss of words. Yeah. Do you see? This is not an ick. This is just asshole behavior, right?
It's
like,
super asshole. But icky. The husband gives me the ick. The husband that he's like, I don't see a problem with this. Please don't bash my wife for being a baby.
It's not for you to choose if it's a problem or not.
No, it's not.
But I obviously understand that he's like, he wanted to hang out with his friends. Like, I think the wife also understands that, I wish we could have stayed longer, but it is what it is. The wife would also rather probably go out with her friends, but no, she's at home sick, whatever, in pain. She just birthed the human being. You know what I mean? So he has absolutely no empathy whatsoever.
I do have to say, it would have been okay if he had stopped at the point where he said he went home and it is what it is, if he would have just asked if he's disappointed and if he's the asshole for being disappointed that he had to go, like, okay, well, kind of, okay. But then he goes on. I mean, sorry, just the audacity of at the end writing, please don't bash my wife for being a baby or something like that.
Right?
Like, so it means you think that of your wife.
Obviously.
It's his opinion apparently because
and
no one else.
And why does he expect for her to get the backlash?
Yeah.
That is
because he really thinks that she was acting like a baby as he is writing here. Like,
I really hope my future husband is not going to be like that. Manifest.
No, to you in case, I mean, you know, her boyfriend. Oh, I'm not going to tell his name in case you don't want to. Not yet, at least. But don't.
that is not right. That is not right. And he is, to answer your question, you are the asshole.
You are absolutely the asshole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, are you kidding me? And I'm sorry, even his friends are so childish.
I was gonna say no one is mature and like, hey, like Steve,
okay,
your wife needs you. Okay, yeah, let's go next Saturday.
Yeah, but let's meet next time.
Oh, she's probably such a. Oh, your wife is really dumb. They're probably like talking bad about her, right?
And you know, seriously, it would have even been the better suggestion instead of inviting them home, saying to your wife, you know what, I'm going to take the baby, I'm going to go back, I'm going to game, and so you can have your peace without the baby home.
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
That would have been a better
Everyone
idea.
would have been happy.
Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe she still needs the mental support and everything, but at least he could have made the effort of, you know what, maybe it's good if you have some quiet moments for you to heal without the baby.
You stay here.
And then she could have with me.
She could have said, you know what, no, I just need you here, and you'd be like, fair enough, you know what,
okay. So you know what, I'm going to be here for you. We're going to I mean, it's their issue if they have one player less. I mean, you're grown-ups. We're gonna do it next time.
That's called selfish behavior.
Oh, it's so childish too. I mean, seriously,
are you father? I hate. Do you know what I hate? What? Guys or fathers, husbands, whatever, that seem like the baby is the wife's problem. I'm like, babe, how do I change this diaper? Like, you're a father. Yeah. Why would I know it better than you? I mean, not me.
No, and that's the thing.
Why would that woman automatically know everything better? Or when it comes to cleaning, housework, they think it's the woman's job.
Yeah, and it's not. And it's all those fathers that are like, oh, I don't know how to do this. It's just weaponized incompetence. Like, maybe they don't know, but they also don't want to learn, because if they if they would want to learn, they would be like, hey, can you just show me so I can figure it out?
Exactly.
And not be like, I don't know what to do. Better you do it.
I know, it's like
that. It's like, it's faster that way.
I'll do it wrong anyway. You're gonna complain anyways. Like, they have no interest in doing it right and doing it for their child. It's like, oh, look at me being a father. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's literally like I give you my, my thing. Now it's your job.
Oh my goodness.
This makes me so angry because no wonder the woman feels like. Well, she feels anyways like a different person because of all the things that happen, but feels like shit because she has all these new things all onto her, all of this duty, and no party that shares the load.
I think it's even at that point, it's just better to be alone than having an incompetent father there.
Seriously.
And then you have 2 children to care for. No.
Yeah, no, seriously. I'd rather be alone, yeah.
And you would think as you get older, you get wiser, but clearly...
Hey, apparently not.
Clearly
not, yeah.
Damn.
Well, let's see what the comments say. Oh, yeah, the overall vote was asshole, too. Obviously, no surprise. It would have been surprising if that would have not been the vote. So the top comment is, you're the asshole and so are your friends. Someone caught on to that. Yeah. Why on earth would they be confused that you were going home to your wife and newborn? You have a newborn and a wife who hasn't physically healed from the birth yet. You should be at home taking care of the 2 of them. Your job right now is to make life easier for your wife, not harder.
Oh, amen.
Amen, yeah. It's also hilariously optimistic of you to think people are going to say anything negative about your wife.
That's what we said. Don't worry about your wife.
Like, no.
She's good.
Yeah, like, we won't. Don't worry. Worry about yourself in that case.
Oh my God, these people.
And someone replied to that, glad I'm not the only one. I read that and started laughing immediately. Opie, you are very much the asshole here. Oh my goodness.
There's obviously is there anyone who doesn't agree? Do you see that?
I don't think. Someone else wrote actually, But I think I like this comment here that wrote, everything about this screams, I love playing games more than caring for my wife, even if she's in pain, which facts. Yeah. So yeah, your priorities are a bit out of whack. Having people over is not the same as you playing by yourself. When people are over, there is a greater amount of talking and noise. And with a 6-week-old baby, that's an even bigger issue. I don't know what your wife is like, but mine would stress out about the house being clean and probably worry about being a good hostess. Mm-hmm. There are just different expectations in play. It sounds like she just wanted you to just hang out with her for support. Instead, that didn't even seem like a plausible way to spend your day. Oh yeah. Yes.
It sounds like a chore.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
yeah, when he was like
when
he was laying next to her and he was like, what should I do now with my day?
I know,
like,
do you not like the woman next to you? Like,
yeah.
What's going on
it's
here?
like, am I good enough for you?
He's performing charity work. He must think, damn.
Like, yeah, like, ugh. How do they spend their days else like? Like, is he just always so busy that he doesn't have to spend time with you? Or?
You know, there are so many couples where you could assume that the husband just does not like his wife. I mean, there's probably also wives that don't like their husbands. Okay, I'm not going to generalize. Yeah, but I've seen it.
Or, you know, in general, partners that seem to not like their partners.
I know. That's just insane to me.
Yeah, it's like, break up.
I know, it's that easy. Like, what? I mean, if you're married, obviously, but then you're not going to.
But even then, it's like, why no, it's even worse. You are married to that person. You committed to that person. Yeah. But apparently, you don't even like spending time with your wife.
It's crazy.
So this commenter continued writing. Instead, that didn't even seem like a plausible way to spend your day, and you would rather be anywhere else than to be with her. So you're the asshole. And yeah, exactly that. Like, and that's so mean of him. He came home because she was in pain, and she even told him, I want your mental support, or she said that afterwards, I think. But laying there and be like, what should I do now with my day?
I know, that's crazy.
Like, you're a asshole even for that. For that comment alone.
Crazy.
It's like,
you know how many people would be like so happy to be in his position, to have a wife, to have a newborn child, and then he's just thinking of games and his friends and like, ugh, this sucks.
Did you even want to become a father? Seriously?
Jeez, man.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it funny though how like all of the stories that you read, it's always the guy that's the asshole. Except for the mother-in-law, but the son too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We sometimes also have stories where it's actually where women were also.
Really?
You know, but yeah, the mother-in-law was actually the asshole.
It takes both. You know what I mean?
Both. Yeah, true.
Okay.
But yeah, there is more male part.
It's a pattern.
It is a pattern.
It's weird.
It is. It's just kind of always the men that are just
especially when it comes to new families. They all seem, oh my God, it's so cool, I'm going to be a dad. But then when it actually is here and you have to be a dad, they're just like,
yeah.
They seem to forget everything.
And that's the thing. It's just, in a way, also why things like that give me the ick, why it fits the theme. It's just, this baby, even if it happened out of accident, it's here now and you love your wife, I hope. It's a full-time job. And 6 weeks after is nothing. I mean,
and he was able to go out, right? Like, it's not the woman who was like, no, you're not gonna. He was out with his friends.
Exactly. If she had the freedom.
Exactly. If she was fine, maybe she wouldn't have said, hey, can you come back? Like, if she would have been sleeping or she was fine, she would have left him. So he should be lucky that he was able to go out with his friends after 6 weeks.
I'm very sure that in this last 6 weeks, she was never able to really go out and with friends. Probably because, as he sounds, he didn't even think about even taking the baby or anything. No. So. Just ick people.
I need an asshole sticker. Every time he's an asshole, it's like, asshole.
We're going to buy a buzzer. Asshole.
I should have got a buzzer.
That would be so funny. So if anyone wants to send one. Or I need to find one. Yeah. Hey guys. Sorry for the interruption. But, well, apparently Taylor and I had so much fun and we had so much to say about the stories that this became a much, much longer episode than planned.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, but also great. I actually love it. Which just means to just not overdo it for you all. We are going to cut this episode spontaneously into parts. And you're going to hear the first parts now. And we just going to cut it here. And then we're gonna drop the second part next week. So you're gonna hear more of Taylor, have another week with her blissful reactions. So if you enjoyed it, if you like it, if you want to hear more of Taylor and want her to come back, please write it in the comments so I can, persuade her to come again. And next time try to not make it as long maybe, but yeah. We hope you have a lovely weekend, and please follow us always, and see you next week.